Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss previous year GATE question. The previous year GATE question number 6. Let us read the question. A moving coil galvanometer is made into a DC ammeter. Okay, so we are interested in converting the basic meter into an ammeter by connecting, yes, a low resistance across the meter, high resistance in series with the meter, a pure inductance across the meter, a capacitor in series with a meter. Okay, so if you recall the extension of range of ammeter, okay, in that case generally we connect a shunt resistance, okay, which is having a very low value. Okay, so here if you check, in order to convert the basic meter into ammeter, one thing is we need to connect a low resistance across the meter. So correct option is option A, right? So friend, this is about the previous year GATE question number 6. This question is from GATE 98 examination. Previous year GATE question number 7. Let us read the question. A manganese swamping resistance is connected in series with a moving coil ammeter consisting of a milliammeter and a suitable shunt in order to. So if you check, a swamping resistor is generally used to reduce the effect of temperature, right? So if you check the options, to minimize the effect of temperature variation, so correct option is option A, right? So this is about the previous year GATE question number 7. This question is from GATE 2003 examination. Previous year GATE question number 8. Let us read the question. A galvanometer with a full scale current of 10 milliampere has a resistance of 1000 ohm. Okay, so full scale current, that is the meter current, is given and meter resistance is also given. The multiplying power, that is nothing but the ratio of measured current to galvanometer current of a 100 ohm shunt with this galvanometer is, and they have given the four options. Okay, so we are having the circuit like, here it is the basic meter, okay, and across this meter we have connected a shunt resistance. Okay, suppose this current is I, okay, this current is ISH. Here we are having a RM and this current is IM, and suppose this is the RSH. It is given that RM is equal to 1000 ohm. Okay, RM is equal to 1000 ohm, it is given. Next, Im is also given, meter current, that is the full scale current, how much it is, 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. RSH is also given, 100 ohm, 100 ohm. Okay, and our task is to find ratio of measured current, that is the I, to a galvanometer current, that is Im. Okay, so our task is to find I upon Im, I by Im we need to find. Okay, so how to find I by Im? Okay, Im we know, the only thing is we need to find the current I. Okay, so if you check potential difference between these 2 points, right, which are nothing but voltage across the basic meter, which is equal to voltage across the shunt resistance. Okay, so can we write ISH? We can write ISH is equal to Im into Rm divided by RSH. So what is Im into Rm? Im is 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 into Rm is 1000 divided by RSH. What is RSH? It is 100. So if you check, it is equal to 10 by 100, that is the 0.1 ampere. Okay, 10 by 100, that is the 0.1. This is the ISH. So can we find I? I is equal to Im plus ISH, right? So we can write I is equal to Im plus ISH. This is according to the KCL. Im is 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus ISH is 0.1. So if you check, it is equal to 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus 0.1. So it is a 0.11, 0.11 ampere. Okay, this is the current I. So therefore multiplying power, that is a M, is equal to, it is the ratio of I upon Im, right? I upon Im. So we can write it as I upon I1. What is the current I? 0.11. And what is the Im? 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. So if you check, it is equal to 0.11 upon 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. It is 11. Right? So multiplying power is 11. So if you check the options, correct option is option C. Right? Very simple question. This question is from GATE 2004 examination. So friends, this is about previous year GATE question number 8. Previous year GATE question number 9. Let us read the question. A PMMC voltmeter is connected across a series combination of DC voltage source V1 and an AC voltage source V2. The meter reads. Okay, so this meter is basically, it is given that PMMC voltmeter. Okay, and V1 and V2 are connected in series. So V1 is given, it is a 2 volt, it is a DC source, and V2 is equal to 3 into sine of 4t. Okay, so if you check, as we know, the PMMC meter, it measures only the DC, works only for DC quantities, and it measures only average value. So if you check, the total potential difference across the meter is equal to addition of these two. But what is the average value of V2? It is a sinusoidal term. For any sinusoidal, whatever the positive cycle area, the same will be the negative cycle area. So the resultant average value will be 0. Okay. So therefore, if you check, therefore reading of PMMC meter or voltmeter is equal to V1 only, is equal to 2 volt. Are you getting the point? Because average value V2 is equal to 0. Okay, so that's why the reading will be only 2 volt. So your final answer will be 2 volt. Right? So friends, this is about the previous year GATE question number 9. This question is from GATE 2005 examination. Previous year GATE question number 10. Let us read the question. An emitter has a current range of 0 to 5 ampere and its internal resistance is 0.2 ohm. In order to change the range to 0 to 25, we need to add a resistance of, and they have given the 4 options. So here emitter is having a range 0 to 5. We are interested in extending the range from 5 ampere to the 25 ampere, and its meter resistance is given 0.2. So recall the point of extension of range of emitter. So for that we need to connect a resistance in parallel, okay, with the basic meter. So this is our basic meter, its internal resistance, right, and across this basic meter we need to connect a shunt resistance. So this is the shunt resistance we are having. Our task is to find the RSH value. This current is given, it is a 5 ampere, right? So here basic meter we are having resistance of 0.2 ohm, 0.2 ohm. Okay, and this current required is 25 ampere. Total current is 25 ampere. Okay, so we can write I is equal to 25 ampere, Im is equal to 5 ampere. So therefore we can write multiplying power or multiplying factor, you can say, is equal to M is equal to I upon Im. So if you check, it is 25 upon 5. So 25 upon 5, so it is equal to 5. So M is equal to 5. Okay, M is equal to 5. Next, so we can write RSH. We already derived the expression for RSH. RSH is equal to Rm upon M minus 1. So it is equal to Rm is 0.2 divided by M is 5 minus 1. So if you check, it is equal to 0.05 ohm. Okay, so we need to connect the 0.05 ohm resistance in parallel with the meter. So if you check the options, correct option is option D. This is about the previous year GATE question number 10. This question is from GATE 2010 examination. Previous year GATE question number 11. Let us read the question. The input impedance of the permanent magnet moving coil, that is a PMMC voltmeter, is infinite. Okay, so this voltmeter is having an infinite impedance. Assuming that the diode shown in the figure below is ideal, the reading of the voltmeter in volts is, and they have given the four options. So here it is the circuitry. This 100 kilo ohm is the resistance offered by the diode when it is in a off state. Okay, that is when it is in a reverse bias mode. So if you check the circuit, here we are having the sinusoidal supply. So during the positive half cycle of the supply, this diode will be in the on state. So voltage across the voltmeter will be 0. Right? During the negative half cycle of the supply, yes, here we will be having diode will be in the off state. Okay, so when diode is in the off state, at that time the voltage across the diode is equal to voltage across voltmeter. Okay, that will be, means during the negative half cycle of the supply only the voltage will be appearing across the voltmeter. Okay, so we can draw the voltage across the voltmeter. VV is nothing but the voltage across the voltmeter. Okay, so we can draw it as 0. Okay, and here suppose this is the time t. Okay, so from 0 to, or you can write it as a omega t also, 0 to pi it is a 0, and from pi to 2 pi it is having some non-zero cycle, so it will be like this. Okay, but be careful here. During the negative half cycle of the supply, diode will be in the off state. Okay, so that's why diode is in the off state, means whatever the current here, whatever the supply here, okay, this full supply will flow here like this. Okay, the current will be flowing like this. Okay, so as internal resistance of the voltmeter is infinite, it is given the okay, so therefore we can find PMMC voltmeter will be, as we know, the PMMC voltmeter reads only average value. PMMC reads only average value. Okay, so therefore the average value of the voltage across the 100 kilo ohm resistor, okay, which is half wave rectified sinusoidal voltage. Okay, so therefore we can write this 100 kilo ohm is the resistance of the PMMC meter. Okay, so if you check PMMC meter resistance is 100 kilo ohm. Okay, so can we write PMMC voltmeter reading? Therefore PMMC voltmeter reading is equal to, let us consider it as a VDC. Okay, which is equal to IDC, that is the average value of current flowing through the voltmeter into resistance of the voltmeter. Average value of current flowing through the voltmeter into resistance of the voltmeter, that is 100K. What is the average value of current flowing through the voltmeter? This you can check with a analog electronic subject. Okay, in a half wave rectifier. So it is a 0.318 into Im into 100K. So from this we can write it as is equal to 0.318 into Im is 14.14. This is the peak value of the current divided by 101K into 100K as it is. So if you check, it is equal to 4.46 volt. Okay, so correct option is option A. So here we need to understand the circuit operation. During the negative half cycle only the current will be flowing through the meter. During the positive half cycle, current will not flow through the meter because this diode will be acting as a short circuit. Okay, so during positive cycle this voltage across the voltmeter will be 0. During the negative half cycle, yes, we will be having some non-zero voltage, but it is like this. Okay, and accordingly we can find, yes, simply we need to find the average value of this pulse. Okay, so this is about the previous year gate question number 11. Previous year gate question number 12. Let us read the question. The sawtooth voltage waveform shown in the figure is fed to a moving iron voltmeter. Okay, so here we are having the MI instrument. Its reading would be close to, okay, and this is the voltage waveform they have given. As we know, moving iron instrument reads only RMS value. Root means square value. Okay, so we need to find the RMS value of this waveform. Okay, so reading of the voltmeter, MI voltmeter is nothing but the RMS value of this waveform. So for that we need to first of all write the expression for this wave. Okay, so from 0 to 20 millisecond again 20 to 40 milliseconds, same pulse is repeating. So can we write the periodic time is 20 milliseconds? Okay, and can we write the expression? This is the linear curve. Okay, so we can write expression will be, it is slope. Okay, so it is 100 divided by 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 into t. You can check at t is equal to 0, this value will be 0, so here it is 0. At t is equal to 20 milliseconds, replace here t with 20 milliseconds, 20 20 it will get cancelled, so it has reached 100. In between, suppose t is equal to 10 milliseconds, if you put here t is equal to 10 milliseconds, it is like 100 by 2, so it will be at a 50. Okay, so this is the expression for this curve. Okay, now our task is to find the RMS value of this expression. Okay, so VRMS, RMS stands for root mean square. Okay, so it is 1 by, what is the time? 20 milli, so 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, into integration from 0 to 20 milli into this expression square. Okay, so it is 100 into t divided by 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 square into dt to the power 1 by 2. Okay, so it is a square root of mean of squared value. Right, now we need to simplify it. Okay, I am taking this 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 bracket square again out of the square root, so it will be like 20 into 10 to the power minus 3, and this is the under root 20 into 10 to the power minus 3, so it is 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 into under root 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, into, yes, what is the 100 square? Again we can take 100 square also outside. Okay, so it is like 100 divided by this term as it is into, we can write into, okay, t square, integration of t square is, it is a t cube by 3, limit 0 to 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 to the power 1 by 2. So further we can write it as is equal to, yes, if we simplify this, I am taking this 3 outside, so it will become root 3. Okay, so it is 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 under root this term into 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 into root 3. Okay, 100 divided by this term, so it is a 20412.4 into, yes, t cube. Right, so we can write 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 cube minus 0 cube to the power 1 by 2. So if you check, it is equal to 20412.4, so it will be 57.73. Okay, volt. This is the VRMS, so therefore reading of the MI instrument is 57.73. Okay, so I am writing therefore reading of MI instrument is equal to VRMS, RMS value of the voltage waveform is equal to 57.73 volt. Right, okay, be careful, RMS MI instrument measures only RMS value, PMMC average value. Okay, so this is about the previous year GATE question number 12. This question is from GATE 2014 examination. Previous year GATE question number 13. Let us read the question. A 0 to 50 ampere moving coil ammeter has a voltage drop of 0.1 volt across its terminals at a full scale deflection. The external shunt resistance in milliohms needed to extend its range to 0 to 500 ampere is. Okay, so overall we are having the extension of range of ammeter type scenario. Okay, so first of all here we are having the basic meter, right, and suppose Rm is the resistance of the basic meter, and across it we are connecting the shunt resistance. Our task is to find the shunt resistance value. Okay, suppose this is the RSH, Rm this is, and here it is a Im, this current is I, right, from the given data, if you check, Im is equal to 50 ampere and I is equal to 500 ampere. Okay. Next, voltage across the basic meter is 0.1 ohm. So voltage across these two terminals is 0.1 volt. Sorry, 0.1 volt. Okay. So from this, can we find Rm? Yes, we know Rm is equal to 0.1 divided by Im. Okay. So we can write Rm is equal to 0.1 volt divided by Im. So it is 0.1 divided by what is Im? 50 ampere. So it is 0.1 divided by 50. It is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 ohm. This is the basic meter resistance. Okay. Now here, if this current is I, that which is equal to 500 ampere, this current is 50 ampere. So can we find this current ISH? ISH is equal to I minus Im. Okay. So we can write ISH is equal to I minus Im. I is 500, Im is 50, so it is equal to 450 ampere. This is the ISH we are having. Okay. So now can we write ISH into RSH is equal to Im into Rm? Yes, which is equal to 0.1. Okay. So we can write ISH into RSH, also ISH into RSH is equal to 0.1, right, which is equal to Im into Rm. Okay. So therefore RSH is equal to 0.1 divided by ISH. Okay, so we can write it as 0.1 divided by what is ISH? 450. So 0.1 upon 450. It is 2.22 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. But they have asked in milli ohm. Okay, so it is equal to 0.222 milli ohm. Okay, this is the RSH. Okay, so final answer is 0.222, right? 0.222. Okay. So friends, this is about the previous year GATE question number 13. This question is from GATE 2015 examination. Thank you.